so here's my $7 moment. So I pull out my wallet and I start looking through it, and I had a 5, a 1, and some change. And I thought, ain't this a bitch? I got $7 in my pocket. I literally have $7. I got $7.
From the shoulders to the chest. Here we go.
There are very few people who can deal with the pressure and the stress that happens when we're there.
The discipline is doing what you hate to do, but doing it like you
About the obsession with so-called self-made billionaires, how misleading that term can be.
Lionel Messi is a fan's favorite football player, or soccer player for those of you who decided to rebrand egg ball as football. Anyways, Messi is arguably the greatest of all time, and he once recounted, "I started early and stayed late, day after day, year after year. It took me 17 years and 114 days to become an overnight success." There are some mediocre people who get a lot of things done because they are lucky, and there are a lot of great people who get very little done because they are unlucky. That's a quote from former US President Jimmy Carter. He is a great man. He is also an unlucky man. In 1994, Carter almost succeeded in doing something that no one else before or since had succeeded in doing, bringing North and South Korea together. By the end of June 1994, Carter made Kim Il-sung agree to halt North Korea's nuclear program. However, in July 1994, before the peace treaty was finally ratified, Kim collapsed of a massive heart attack. That was the end of that. Until recently, I had always struggled with hearing people say stuff like, "You are lucky, you were at the right place at the right time," or even the classic old cliche, "God made it possible." The reason this bothered me wasn't because I am an atheist. Neither was it because I didn't feel I was lucky to have gotten whatever it is we were discussing. Anyone who has ever tried hard to accomplish anything knows how frustrating it is for people to insinuate luck was all it took. Someone is enjoying shade today because someone planted a tree long time ago. This wise saying is mostly attributed to Warren Buffett and holds a deeper truth than just appreciating nature's bounty. It speaks to the interconnectedness of things, the hidden effort behind seemingly effortless success. Apply this to the glossy world of billionaires and multimillionaires. They often stand tall, basking in the limelight, claiming they pulled themselves up by their bootstraps. But is that truly a whole story? In this video, we'll peel back the layers and review the lies successful people tell about their journey to the top. We'll dive deep into unspoken truths, the hidden advantages that they conveniently forget when sharing their stories on national TV. So buckle up, because what you're about to hear might shatter the myth about the self-made story we hear all the time. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Mark Twain. Disclaimer: the purpose of this video is not to provide you with excuses on why you can't succeed or why you should stop trying to pull yourself up from whatever shitty situation you are currently in. We have all been there. My intention rather is to provide you with information that will help you set realistic goals and milestones for yourself. Now that we have got that out of the way, let's get back to the topic. What's the single determining factor of success? Rich parents, hard work, good luck, determination, prayers? You are right. There is no single factor that determines whether you will be successful or not. In most cases, it's a combination of factors. My friend usually jokes that hard work plus prayers equals success, and hard work without prayers equals success. Does that mean prayer doesn't work? I don't know. However, I am a numbers guy and firmly believe if you applied for 1,000 jobs during your job search, you will definitely get a call back from one recruiter. And if you continue working hard and pushing forward, you will eventually get to where you are going. Sadio Mane traveled to Dakar at the age of 15 to take a shot at the opportunity of becoming a pro footballer. It paid off, as he subsequently was signed by Generation Foot Academy at the age of 19 and later joined the French side FC Metz at 20. In contrast to this, Marcus Rashford joined United's academy at age just 7. With tremendous amount of hard work, Rashford finally graduated from United Academy and got his first debut in the senior team aged 18. I will be shocked if someone actually comments below that Rashford is a better player than Mane. But where am I going with this? And how is this related to the lies rich people tell to struggling folks? Well, my point is that success or failure is often a snowball effect. Things like your place of birth, parents, the school you attended eventually add up. Heck, after my first job, I got a significant raise simply because I had previously worked at a well-recognized company. For every Sadio Mane that made it out of Dakar, there are 1,000 or more hardworking, extremely talented kids in Dakar or elsewhere who didn't get scouted. For every Messi and Ronaldo, there are 1,000 talented kids who missed the opportunity to become the next GOAT, either because they didn't get scouted or they didn't have a bus ticket to travel to the scouting ground, or perhaps they were born in remote areas and couldn't even get a decent education to spell their names properly. This is not the same as cases in which someone simply sits at home as a couch potato and wait for her. Anyways, your background plays a huge role in kickstarting your journey. That's why a Harvard graduate will get an invitation to a job interview before a graduate from a community college, ceteris paribus, or everything being equal. This is not necessarily because a Harvard graduate is more qualified. In most cases, they are. But the system is designed that way. If you are searching for a job after graduating from community college, you should simply be prepared to apply to more jobs in order to increase your chances. Or as Jimmy Johnson said, the difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is that little extra. Success is not based on one factor, nor is it a straight line. Sean Ray competed in Mr. Olympia a whopping 13 times between 1988 and 2001, finished second 4 times, most notably losing to Dorian Yates in 1994 and 1996. Meanwhile, Kai Green, another great bodybuilder, was on stage for 7 Mr. Olympias from 2009 to 2015, secured second place 3 times, consistently falling short to Phil Heath in 2012, 2013 and 2014. Success also varies from person to person, depending on their individual definition of what the word actually means to them. One thing that is fairly common is the common man's hatred for rich folks. Some of that hate is out of jealousy. Some is born out of the fact that they have followed every advice and strategies preached by these rich folks, and yet they don't seem to be getting ahead. At a certain point, the common folk feels like Sisyphus pushing a boulder up the hill, and they start wondering if the advice given by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was a decoy. He did say he pulled himself up from nothing, apart from the $7 he had in his pocket. Many people hate hearing well-to-do people say they just worked hard and pulled themselves up from ground zero. Even worse, when multimillionaires and billionaires mention of the word self-made, people lose their mind. The rebuttal to this claim is usually something along the lines, "Oh, how could Bezos be self-made if his dad gave him $300,000 at the start of Amazon? I will be self-made too if my parents had given me $300K as seed money." Sure, my friend. But that's not the angle from which I will be attacking this self-made story, because I don't think it's down to seed money only. Side note, I am not going to be including Kylie Jenner in this analogy. She literally became a self-made billionaire from donations. In other words, donation made. Without taking away any of the hard work successful people put in, I'm going to explain from another angle why I think billionaires or The Rock saying "I made it from ground zero" is kind of fishy. A couple of stars had to align for them to get to where they are today. I know this is true because after taking a closer look at my life and my successes, however small they may seem, I have realized that entering a wrong taxi at one particular point in time could have changed the entire course of my life, whether for better or for worse. A tiny snowball rolling down from the top of a mountain quickly becomes a boulder by the time it reaches the valley below. The small things in life, like who your parents are, where you are born, how you look, the school you attended, your first job, all quickly add up to define your path in life. If your parents are famous directors in Hollywood, the world wouldn't be shocked if you get casted as a child actor in the next Game of Thrones movie. In fact, The Rock often says he started with $7 in his pocket and worked extremely hard. He unintentionally forgets to mention the fact that his maternal grandfather, Peter Mavier, and his dad, the great Rocky Johnson, were all professional wrestlers. Successful professional wrestlers for that matter. Again, the person sitting in the chair today is able to do so because someone planted a seed years ago. The Rock is an extremely talented and hardworking individual, and having the benefit of growing under the shade of a well-cultivated tree was crucial in his achievements. You might be a decent programmer, but the reality is, unlike Mark Zuckerberg, who began coding at 12, with presumably unwavering support and resources, your journey was vastly different. Scrambling for part-time IT gigs to afford basic necessities left you with only 3 days a week to pursue your passion as a programmer. This highlights the often unmentioned advantages many successful individuals enjoy: a secure foundation provided by their families, allowing them to dedicate themselves to their dreams without the burden of survival needs. This isn't meant to diminish their achievements, but rather to shed light on the uneven playing fields that exist. Most Olympic gold medalists will tell you they started practicing their sport, piano, violin, or other instrument for 10 hours a day since the age of 5. You can't do that consistently without food or a roof over your head. While their dedication and hard work is tremendous and should be commended, it's not easy as saying, just work hard, never give up. Without the same support system, becoming an Olympic gold medalist will be extremely difficult, or next to impossible. Mary Gates, the mother of Bill Gates, did not directly help to set up deals with IBM for Microsoft. However, she did play a subtle role in connecting her son with the tech giant. Mary Gates served on the board of directors for United Way of America alongside John Opel, the chairman and CEO of IBM at the time. During a board meeting, the conversation between them potentially opened an indirect channel for Microsoft. Mary Gates might have mentioned her son's company and its software development capabilities to Opel, generating initial interest with IBM. Even though this conversation was not a direct negotiation, it potentially led to an open channel between IBM and Microsoft. There is a high chance that if Bill Gates' parents were farmers and provided him with $300,000 seed money for Microsoft instead of the conversation with John Opel, the world wouldn't know of Bill Gates today. It's not as simple as seed money. While Elon Musk's entrepreneurial drive is undeniable, the early advantages provided by his family cannot be overlooked. Reports suggest his father owned a stake in an emerald mine, a connection that reportedly helped Elon Musk to secure a Canadian visa through his Canadian mother, and subsequently traveled to North America to pursue his university education. This privilege differs significantly from a scenario where financial support is limited to seed capital, as it involves crucial immigration pathways that open wider opportunities for Elon Musk. It's plausible that without his family resources and connection, Musk's initial journey may have encountered greater obstacles. This serves as a reminder of how factors beyond startup funds, such as networking and access to opportunities, can significantly shape entrepreneurial success. Born into a well-to-do family, Warren Buffett's father, a successful stockbroker, instilled an interest in finance in him from a young age. There is a high chance that a portion of people listening to this grew up without fathers, or with fathers that didn't educate them on the benefits of saving 10% of whatever you earn. Moreover, Warren Buffett's family resources allowed him to invest small amounts early on, facilitating valuable learning experiences in the market. While his dedication and talent ultimately shaped his legendary career, the initial opportunities fostered by his family background undeniably play a huge role in him becoming one of the world's most esteemed investors. Michael Jordan's legendary career in basketball wasn't solely built on talent and hard work. He also possessed some unique physical attributes that provided him with advantages on the basketball court. His large hands, with a palm span exceeding 9.75 inches, allowed him exceptional ball control and a superior ability to grip the basketball as compared to many other players. Additionally, Jordan possessed exceptional leap capabilities, reaching a reported 48 inches at his peak, which significantly added to his dunking prowess and offensive game. This physical attribute, combined with his relentless work ethic and dedication, undoubtedly contributed to his iconic status in basketball history. If you're 175 centimeters tall, leave the basketball court and invest your time in something that could yield realistic results. Even though Buddha said, "The mind is everything," what you think is what you become. We both know you are not becoming the next Michael Jordan at just 5'7". Anyways, does Michael Phelps have gifts? I mean, his dedication and training are unparalleled. His success might partly be attributed to the fact that he has a unique physiology. He possesses a rare mutation known as Marfan syndrome. This condition can lead to elongated limbs, a larger wingspan, and a flexible rib cage, all potentially advantageous for swimming. Additionally, research suggests that individuals with Marfan syndrome might have increased flexibility and efficiency in their cardiovascular system, potentially contributing to improved endurance during strenuous exercises. As you have seen, hard work is often a crucial element in the journey to success, but it's not the sole determinant factor. Luck, privilege, and systemic factors can all play significant roles in shaping someone's journey. Understanding these complexities help us appreciate the full picture of success and help us avoid oversimplifying individual stories. Remember, success is a personal journey. Define your goals, celebrate your progress, and acknowledge both your strength and the external factors that contributed to your path. Don't let anyone tell you success is only for the privileged few, but also don't shy away from acknowledging the systemic inequalities that exist. With dedication, perseverance, and a healthy dose of self-awareness, you can chart your own path to success, whatever that may look like for you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Share your thoughts in the comment below, and let's continue the conversation. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing. In your daily struggles, always remember what Winston Churchill said: success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. And also always remember that success is most often attained by those who don't know how to give up.